guys, how's it hanging? Today I am revealing your birthday secrets in honor of my birthday, which is this month on November 17th. Wish me a happy birthday. I'm turning 12. I'm not turning 12. In case you were at all unsure. So I don't have many secrets because I'm only 16. LOL. But I frequently taunt older men on the internet because it's so easy to. They're so vulnerable that sometimes I feel bad and make actual connections with them. One time me and this 40-ish year old man and me met on Tinder. I had a fake profile, he thought I was 19 turning 20, and we talked for several months. On my 20th birthday, he sent me $300. It was fun to completely lie about my entire life, and I will probably do it again. But one day he ghosted me and I was confused because we were low-key close. But I got a text from someone a little while later saying he died from a heart attack. I was even put on his will and could have gotten nearly $10,000. More than his children would split. But I got scared because I was a catfish and blocked him on everything so his fam couldn't see our texts. And I never got the money because I couldn't be confirmed by any of his real family. Whatever, R.I.P. Paul, I guess. P.S. I was 14 at the time of doing this and in therapy for sociopathic behavior and trauma. I mean, that checks out. The detective in me is a little suspicious at you saying someone texted you to let you know that he died, because this sounds like it was a very private relationship. So who was in the know to let you know that he died? It makes me stroke my beard and wiggle my spectacles. Also, I'm laughing, not really laughing, it's like someone typing LOL, but they're just deadpan. I'm internally laughing at you saying he ghosted you because he legitimately ghosted you. I mean, what a way to be ghosted. If I ever get ghosted, that's how I want it to be done. That's pretty fucked up. No, but it's like, if you ignore me, you better fucking be dead. I mean it. That's how I feel. I have this friend that says she's trash and no one invites her anywhere. One example was when she wished me happy birthday, then said no one invites her anywhere while at a friend's place for a sleepover. She's really pissing me off. But anonymously on her story, I called her a bitch. I'm not sorry, she's a bitch. I feel like we all have experienced either being that person or being near that person who complains about everyone hating them and having no one in their life while talking to someone in their life that's a friend. And you're like, bitch, am I a fucking rock? Am I a turd? Am I a piece of plastic in your Chipotle? I had Chipotle for lunch. So good. Am I a pair of ripped underwear? Am I a DVD player? A dog with giant balls? That one was a stretch. Some people are into that. Not like into it, but they're not into it. Personally, wouldn't adopt one. An orange Skittle? You get the idea. It's fucking rude. I've never told anyone this, but during my 10-minute breaks from school, I like to go on PH. Figure that out on your own. What? PH? What the fuck did... PH? Pornhub. Duh. And look at Brazilian fart slaves? What's that? I feel like I shouldn't be looking this up. Fart slaves. What is that? I looked it up, but I still don't. And I know I only like it because their faces are being sat on. Okay, well, if I just kept reading, I would have known. And I've watched every face-sitting video like ever. Wow. You know, there are just like so many videos on the internet that you wonder if anyone even watches, and then I read this and I'm like, yep, there's something for everyone and everyone for something. Oh, another secret. Great, so excited. I'm crazy obsessed with my ex. He texted me on my birthday and said he wanted to re-wife me, and ever since then I've been crazy over him. He has a girlfriend though because he likes to move too fast, and I've been trying to manifest him back into my life for 2 days now. Oh my, 2 days! I'm a fucked up piece of shit all in one. Anyways, haha, I love you. Okay, you know what? V, because you said XOXV at the end. Do not speak to my Brazilian fart-loving friend that way. You are not a fucked up piece of shit. And also, based on your interests, it sounds like that's something you'd be into. So maybe it's not a bad thing, actually. But in case you meant it in a bad way, which it kind of sounded like you did, cut it the fuck out, okay? You're awesome. Maybe a little different up there, but aren't we all in our own ways? Be nice. to yourself, or I will sit on your face. Or no. You would want that. Okay, I know that this has such a low chance of being in your video, but I have a really interesting story to tell. Oh, you thought, huh? You thought. And here we are, reading your secret. I don't know why I'm mad. It's fine. So my boyfriend and I have now been together for a year, but in that time, around 6 months, we got into a fight and broke up for 43 minutes. He ended up sending nudes to 3 girls, one of which was my best friend, who he also told her things I said about what she had done to me. She likes to play victim though, so she was just mad I said things that weren't good. We got back together after 43 minutes, and I thought everything was good. He didn't tell me about this stuff until months later though. Then around my birthday, he cheated on me with this girl from our math class who was more attractive than me. It has been months and he has changed and wouldn't do that ever again, but I am still struggling with an eating disorder from what he said he did before he changed. Also, my now ex-best friend keeps attacking me when it feels like in reality she didn't care about our friendship to not send nudes to the guy she thought I was still with. I don't know what to do because I can't talk to anyone about my eating disorder, but it's getting worse. Also, my parents won't allow me to see him because of what he did, and sometimes he's able to sneak through my bedroom window. Please help me. Girl, you need to help yourself, okay? If someone is making you feel this badly, you need to cut the boy, cut the best friend, get it all out of your life. I can't just be like, stop having an eating disorder, okay? Try to get help. But I think a really good first step is to get rid of the people in your life who cause the symptoms to get worse. Do not entertain this boy. How many people, oh my God, I want a thumbs up on this video if you agree, okay? How many of you have entertained a significant other or just like a person romantically in your life, and then when it was over, you were like, oh my God, a majority of that experience was me just disrespecting myself because they were so rude and so disrespectful and so not good for me, and what the fuck was I thinking? Like, run! Bum, 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 run. You know that song? That, do it, okay? I'm upset, okay? I'm upset because you shouldn't be treated this way, and we shouldn't let ourselves be treated this way, and fuck that dude. I've changed. Fuck. No. I'm a little worked up, okay? I need some water. Oh my God. No. Trigger warning, Hitler and Holocaust. I shouldn't laugh at that. If it makes it any better, I'm Jewish. I think the reason it's funny is because usually when you see trigger warning, it's just that topic is so far removed from what I expected. Okay. Oh yikes, do I have a story for you? So on my birthday a few years ago, we had to learn about Hitler. So I'm a redhead, and if you don't know, Hitler hated redheads because he believed they were descendants of the devil. My teacher said to me, on my birthday, that if it was legal and if she was a Nazi, she'd kill me. I was 12 years old. Can you get fired for saying something like that? Like, that's fucked up. Forgetting the fact that it was on your birthday. Like, imagine saying that to someone. If I was a Nazi, I would kill you. Like, okay, so what are you getting at here? What? I'm so uncomfortable right now. Okay, so this is kind of crazy, but stick with me, please. I have just found out that my parents are actually my siblings. It's a long story. My brother and my sister, who I thought were my parents, have just confessed that my real parents have died in a horrible car accident 16 years ago when I was just 2 months old. I was left at home with my 2 siblings when my parents were invited to a party. Apparently, my dad was drinking and driving, and when they were on their way home, they went on the highway, they hit a truck and got caught on fire. The wounds were so bad, they lost so much blood, and they had serious brain damage. By the time they got to the hospital, they were already unconscious. It wasn't long until they died. When this happened, my brother was 20 and my sister was 18. They both had jobs. Instead of giving me up for adoption or bringing me to another family member, they decided to take care of me, which I am thankful for. They have confessed to me on my 16th birthday. At first, I was so confused. I almost fainted. But in the end, I thanked them for sacrificing so much for me and not wanting to give me up. Now I still live with them and I'm the happiest I've ever been. I love you so much, Jacqueline and Alan, and thank you for everything. Also love your vids. Part of me doesn't believe this story, but if it's true, my biggest inquiry here is how much did they lean into the lie? You know, like, did they kiss? Were they romantic? Did you ever wonder, like, why mommy and daddy don't seem to love each other that way? Or, I mean, like, I'm happy for you, you know? It sounds like you guys are really happy, but I'm just also really confused about the level of intimacy between your fake mom and dad, brother and sister. Like, how How far did they go to commit to the lie? You know, I basically just want to know if your brother and your sister fucked. When this happened, I was only 9. My parents and basically my whole family are Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, the people who knock on your door like some kids on Halloween? Yeah, that's them. And here's the thing about being a Jehovah's Witness. It's not only a religion, but better described as a lifestyle. The rules are really strict. Here are some of them. No parties. So basically, holidays and even your own birthday. Don't drink and basically don't do the overall stuff that's fun, and you are supposed to surround yourself with only people in the religion. That's how you know a religion is a cult. Right? Like, that's probably the first step into distinguishing between the two. And me and my brothers weren't having it, and we didn't believe in the religion, and we wanted to celebrate our own birthdays like all the other kids, and we still aren't allowed to celebrate it or attend other birthday parties, and weren't allowed to hang out with other kids outside of school unless my parents approved of them, which they never did because the kid wasn't in the religion. And they knew the kid's parents, which they also never did because they never bothered getting to know them. Also, since gender is really important in the religion and I was a girl, they keep telling me ever since I was a really little that I was inferior because of my gender. In Jehovah's Witnesses, women can't become elders and they can't be the ones to pray if a man is there. This was really taking its mental toll on me at fucking 9. So me and my older brother speak up on how miserable we were and we didn't believe in the religion. My dad was pissed and he said he was kicking us out, and he made us pack our bags, and then he forced us outside and locked us out. With our bags, we started walking down the street and I heard a car coming our way. I turned around and it was my dad's car. He lowered the window and yelled at us, asking if we had learned our lesson. We were desperate to go back home, so we said yeah, and he told us to get in and we went back home. Now that I look back on it, it was really fucked up. Yeah. Me and my brother still don't believe in the religion, and we protect our little brother from ever experiencing anything like that, which is easy because my dad favors him over us. I doubt this will be put into a video. Wrong. But if anyone is a Jehovah's Witness household or any other religion and are not happy or being oppressed, etc., and you are 100%, even 60% sure that they will kick you out if they find out you aren't religious like them or for some otother reason like being LGBTQ+ community, etc., wait until you can support yourself financially. I know it sucks, but it will get better once you get out of that situation. What the fuck? What the? Oh! I don't know if this is distasteful to joke, but like, are you even allowed to watch this video? Because it is my birthday celebration. So I don't know if you're here. It's kind of ironic. It's kind of ironic that I'm reading the secret for my birthday celebration video. Because you're not invited. I mean, you are invited, but you can't come. Jesus. I'm sorry I'm laughing. It's literally not funny. So, fuck me. Okay, so when I was about 8, I went to my friend's house for her birthday. We were really bored, so we decided to make a lemonade stand. We are from the UK and we're obsessed with things we saw in American movies. The only problem was all we had was a bag of Skittles. So we got creative. We chewed up the Skittles and spat the flavor into a jug. I have no clue why we thought this was okay, but hey, we were kids. We sat outside for ages and eventually one of our neighbors stopped his car and bought a glass of our Skittles juice. He drank our spit. Ew, that's so gross. The look on his face was pure disgust. We made 2 pounds from our spit, and my friend used it for lunch money the next week. So moral of the story, I don't know, don't buy things from children. I think that's the exact moral of the story. Also, I kind of feel my lunch Chipotle coming up right now from this story, and I just gotta move on so I don't. When I meet new people, I lie about my birthday so I get more presents throughout the year. It's actually a good idea, you should try it. But now a lot of my schoolmates are starting to get confused about my actual birthday, and I got caught in a lie about it last week, so I told them I have memory loss problems. They believed me. What do I do now? LOL. Well, you said you had memory loss problems, so you should stick to the narrative and keep using it to your advantage. That's bad advice. I know that's bad advice, but it's like you've already dug the hole, so just keep digging it. Alright, I'm done. It's my birthday and I can do what I want, so I'm leaving. Love you. Bye.